Good day, everyone. Welcome to another lesson in ACC 151 Strategic Tax Management. Now we are going to discuss about BAMBI or Barangay Micro Business Enterprises under RA 9178. But again, before that, we should check what are our objectives. Our objectives include defining what is a barangay micro business enterprise, describing the registration or the process of registration of BAMBIs, and identify the fiscal incentives of BAMBIs. So, we will identify ano-ano ba yung mga benefits kapag nag-register ka as a barangay micro business enterprise. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the definition of terms. So, ano ba yung barangay micro business enterprise or yung tinatawag nila na BAMBI? So, a barangay micro business enterprise is any business or business entity or enterprise which is engaged in the production, processing, or manufacturing or products or commodities, including agro-processing, trading, and services, whose total assets, including those arising from the land on which the particular business entity's office, plant, and equipment are situated, shall not be more than 3 million pesos. So kung titingnan natin yung definition niya, para lang siyang isang common na business. So, which is engaged in manufacturing, pwede din namang engage siya with trading or merchandising. Nagkaroon lang tayo ng additional na pag-identify or nagkaroon lang tayo ng differentiation as to yung sinasabi niya na total assets. Again, the total assets including those arising from the land on which the particular business entity's office, plant, and equipment are situated. So yung lupa, yung building kung meron, yung office, yung plant, or yung any equipment na situated doon, pag pinagsama-sama, shall not be more than daw 3 million pesos. So, ibig sabihin, if yung entity ay mas malaki sa 3 million pesos, yung assets niya, hindi siya pwede mag-qualify as BAMBI. Okay, next. Certificate of Authority. The certificate issued granting the authority to the registered BAMBI to operate and be entitled to the benefits and privileges accorded thereto. So, kanina, diniscuss natin ano yung BAMBI. Nalaman natin na if a business ay mayroong asset na below ng 3 million, pwede siyang mag-qualify as a barangay micro business enterprise. Okay, ngayon, ano daw yung katunayan na ikaw ay nag-grant ng status ng pagiging barangay micro business enterprise? Ang tawag dun sa certificate na yon is Certificate of Authority. Mamaya malalaman natin kung bakit kailangan may certificate tayo. Next definition of term is the definition of assets. So, wala naman na tayo masyado pang dapat na i-discuss about dyan kasi we are all familiar with the definition of assets. Tingnan lang natin kung ano yung different dito sa binigay niya na definition. So, ang sabi dito, refer to all kinds of properties, real or personal, owned by the BAMBI and used for the conduct of its business. Again, meron tayong separate entity principle, so dapat yung gamit ng business, provided that for the purpose of exemption from taxes and fees under this act, this term shall mean all kinds of properties, real or personal, owned and or used by the BAMBI for the conduct of its business as defined by the SMPT Council. So makapansin nyo, yun din kung ano yung alam natin na definition ng assets. Nilagay lang niya dito yung for the purpose daw ng exemption from taxes. Before, nung hindi pa nilalabas yung framework, whenever clients ask me kung ano ba yung pwedeng maging way nila para makatipid sila sa taxes or bumaba yung babayaran nilang taxes legally, I will always suggest tong BAMBI. So mamaya malalaman nyo kasi nga from the objective, sabi sa atin malalaman natin kung ano yung mga fiscal incentives na meron ng isang barangay micro business enterprise. At kung paano yung sinasabi ko na makakatipid siya or mami-minimize yung kanyang binabayaran na taxes. Another definition of term, registration refers to the inclusion of BAMBI in the BAMBI registry of a city or municipality. So merong listahan ng mga enterprise na registered under the barangay micro business enterprise. As to financing refers to all borrowings of the BAMBI from all sources after registration. So just a glimpse na ang mga BAMBI or yung mga enterprise na maliliit lang which are registered under the Barangay Microbusiness, meron mga ino-offer sa kanila na fiscal incentives, and isa nga dun yung pagpapahiram sa kanila. Okay? So, madidiscuss din natin yan later. Okay, ngayon pag-usapan muna natin, paano ba tayo makakapag-register ng isang BAMBI? Or paano ba tayo makakapag-register ng isang Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise? Ano? So, merong nakalagay sa module natin kung ano yung step-by-step niya. So, ang una sabi, pumunta daw tayo sa office ng treasurer. Saan ba natin makikita yung office of the treasurer? Ang office of the treasurer ay nasa city hall or nasa municipality hall. Okay, so pagpunta natin doon, we are going to avail of the registration and magpapa-issue tayo ng Certificate of Authority kasi kailangan natin yun bilang katunayan. Tayo ay na-register as BAMBI. Okay, so usually daw it will take around 15 working days, ano? Upon submission mo ng complete documents na hihingin sa'yo, pwede ang hihingin sa'yo mga documents sa barangay, barangay clearance or yung barangay registration, and pwedeng mahingi sila ng other necessary documents. Okay, ngayon, yung Office of the Treasurer kung saan ka nag-apply, usually yung ibang LGUs or yung local governments, nag-establish na sila ng one-stop shop para sa pagre-register, ano? So, minsan, kapag nag-register kami, representative na rin yung DTI doon, may representative na rin yung BIR doon, may mga ganong municipality or city halls. Meron namang nakahiwalay yung DTI nila or nakahiwalay yung BIR nila at kailangan mapunta kung nasaan yung offices ng mga yun, ano? But yung iba, kung kaya na lang mag-one-stop shop, ganun yung ginagawa ng ibang LGUs. Okay, so, again, the local government unit shall issue the Certificate of Authority free of charge. However, minsan may mga may sinisingil na administrative cost. They may charge around mga 1,000 pesos. So hindi nalalaki doon. The Certificate of Authority shall be effective for a period of 2 years, renewable for a period of 2 years for every renewal. Okay, nag-register ka, binigyan ka ng Office of the Treasurer, ng katunayan na ikaw ay na-register as a Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise, nasa registry ka na nila, nakakuha ka ng Certificate of Authority, kailangan mo i-renew yung status mo as a BAMBI every after 2 years. Okay, so as much as possible, BAMBIs shall be subject to minimal bureaucratic requirements and reasonable fees and charges. Ano? So, as possible daw, yung ipinapa-comply na documents, hindi naman ganun kahirap kasi baka mamaya inisip natin, baka naman kaya ako pinagre-register ng BAMBI, yung konti lang yung pumapasa sa ganyan or konti lang yung nare-register sa ganyan kasi napakadami namang hinihingi na documents. So, kumbaga, makakatipid ka nga pero ang dami namang hinihingi sa documents. Ano? So, ang sabi doon, minimal lang naman daw yung mga necessary documents na ipinapapasa. Okay, so yun yung nakalagay na registration sa module. So, i-share ko na din kung paano ko nag-register ng isang BAMBI dati nung working pa ako sa accounting firm. So, na-try ko mag-register. Ganon, pupunta ka sa City Hall, manghihingi sila sa'yo ng SWORD statement na yung assets mo ay below 3 million. And then after i-register, manghihingi din sila ng barangay clearance. And then, pag i-include ka na nila sa registry ng BAMBI. And then after, yung makukuha mo Certificate of Authority doon, gagamitin mo siya sa DTI. Kasi pagdating mo ng DTI, kailangan mo din sabihin doon na registered ka as a Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise. And then, hihingi nila sa'yo yung Certificate of Authority. Kaya ako binabanggit kanina kung bakit kailangan natin ng certificate. Okay, and then, ngayon, after natin pumunta kay DTI at ibigay natin yung Certificate of Authority na yun at nag-register tayo with DTI, makikita natin sa DTI registration natin na nakanote na yung entity na yun na niregister natin ay isang BAMBI. Okay, after nun, pupunta ka kay BIR, i-register mo din yung business with BIR. Ihingi niya din yung nanggaling sa DTI na kasulatan na nakalagay doon na isa ka Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise. Okay, so gagamitin talaga natin yung Certificate of Authority every step na registration natin. Okay, so that's how you register BAMBIs. Who are eligible to register? May sino-sino, ano-ano Ano-anong entity ang pwede nating i-register as a BAMBI? Any person, natural or juridical, or cooperative or association having qualifications as defined in Section 3. Hereof may apply for registration as BAMBI. Okay. So, any person daw, natural or juridical. So, alam na natin yan. Ano ba yung mga natural person? Yan, ano? So, pwede tayo mag-register ng sole proprietor. Juridical, so yung mga ang tingin sa kanila ng batas ay person sila under ng batas, or cooperative or association na nag-qualify. Ano ba kasi yung first qualification? Dapat your assets ay hindi sumobra ng 3 million. Okay, again, for the purpose of BAMBI, kailangan maging very strict tayo dun sa limit ng assets na meron na yung isang enterprise bago siya ma-register as BAMBI. Okay, transfer of ownership. The BAMBI shall report to the city or municipality of any change in the status of its ownership structure and shall surrender the original copy of the BAMBI certificate of authority for the notation of transfer. Minsan ganyan na ng sole proprietorship, tapos i-convert nila to other form of business organization. Kailangan nilang i-inform syempre yung city hall na binabago na nila yung structure ng entity. Okay, and then susurrender nila yung certificate of authority. So kung mag-a-apply sila ulit, mag-apply sila para dun sa bagong structure na entity. Or pwedeng yun na lang din, inunok na lang na nagkaroon ng transition sa structure. Or pwede namang yung business ibinenta mo sa iba, inunok din doon na na-transfer yung ownership to another person. Okay, ito na. Pag-usapan na natin, ano ba yung fiscal incentive ng mga BAMBIs na yan? Kasi ito yung talagang masayang malaman. Ano yung matitipid ng BAMBI? Ano yung advantage niya at bakit po kailangan mag-register as a barangay microbusiness enterprise? So una, exemption from taxes and fees. All BAMBIs shall be exempt from income tax for income arising from the operations of the enterprise. You have to be very particular. Exempt po siya sa income tax lang. Pero ibig sabihin may binabayaran pa rin siyang business tax. Again, an entity that is duly registered with the BIR, usually dalawa yung binabayaran ng taxes. It is income tax and business tax. So dito kapag na-register ka as BAMBI, wala ka nang babayarang income tax. So yan yung sinasabi ko kung bakit sinasuggest ko to sa mga clients ko before na mag-register tayo as BAMBI kasi nung hindi pa nilalabas yung train law, subject na kaagad yung taxes basta sumobra sa personal exemption. Ngayon maganda na, di ba? Kasi under train law, kapag hindi naman sumobra ng 250,000 yung annual na taxable income mo, wala kang mabayaran ng tax. Pero dati kasi, nung wala pa yung train law, magandang outlet tong BAMBI kasi makakatipid ka ng taxes as to income tax na lang. Okay? But again, may binabayaran pa rin silang business tax. The LGUs are encouraged either to reduce the amount of local taxes, fees, and impose or to exempt the BAMBIs from local taxes. Local taxes, ito yung mga binabayaran sa City Hall. Okay? So, yung sila ang may jurisdiction. So, ini-encourage din daw yung mga LGU na kung i-reduce yung mga binabayaran ng mga enterprise na to. Kung hindi man daw ma-exempt, ma-reduce. Okay, next. Exemption from the coverage of minimum wage law. Sa minimum wage law kasi nakalagay doon under the Department of Labor and Employment, magkano ba yung sweldo? Alam ko per region basis yun, magkano yung minimum na dapat sinsweldo ng isang employee sa ganitong region. Okay? So, dito sabi, kapag registered ka daw as BAMBI, the BAMBI shall be exempt from the coverage of the minimum wage law, provided that all employees covered under this act shall be entitled to same benefits given to any regular employee, such as social security and healthcare benefits. So, ano ibig sabihin yan? So, pwede daw na ma-exempt daw yung BAMBI sa minimum wage law. So, pwede hindi niya sundin yung nakalagay doon na minimum na papasweldo niya sa empleyado. Pero, hindi naman to dapat daw abusuhin. Again, the employee should be given yung benefits pa rin, such as yung binabayaran sa SSS, sa PhilHealth, at saka sa pag-ibig. Okay, so those are regular benefits na dapat nakukuha mga employees. Next, okay, ito na. Pag-usapan natin as to credit delivery. Ano ba yung advantage ng mga bank? So, upon approval daw nito by Barangay Micro Business Enterprise na Act, yung DBP, yung Small Business Guarantee and Finance Corporation, yung People's Credit and Finance Corporation, nagsiset up sila ng special credit window that will service the financing needs of BAMBIs. So, kumbaga, pag pumunta ka dito sa mga institution na to, merong nakalagay na designated na window kung saan mo itatransact yung mga kailangan kung ikaw ay isang BAMBI. Okay, so kumbaga, mas mabilis kasi merong nakadesignate na officer na magkikater ng needs mo. Okay? The government Service Insurance System and SSS shall likewise set up a special credit window that will serve the financing needs of BAMBI. Okay, so ganun din daw. Pagpunta mo din daw ng GSIS and SSS, dapat daw may nakalagay doon na isang designated window para i-process yung mga pangangailangan financially ng isang BAMBI. Okay, next. The concerned financial institutions are encouraged to wholesale the funds to accredited private financial institutions, including community-based organizations such as credit cooperatives, non-government organizations, and people organizations, which will in turn directly provide credit support to BAMBIs. So, bukod daw sa mga nasabi natin kanina, hiningi din daw ang tulong ng mga accredited private financial institutions para matulungan at makapag-provide ng credit support sa mga BAMBIs. Okay, next tayo. All loans from whatever sources granted to BAMBI under this act shall be considered as part of alternative compliance to Presidential Decree Number 717, otherwise known as Agri-Agro Law, or to RA 6977, known as Magna Carta for Small and Medium Enterprises. Okay, so ano naman yung sinasabi niya dyan? So again, in support of the credit status of the BAMBIs at para ma-support natin sila kasi na usually itong mga BAMBI na to, di ba maliit yung kaso nila? So maliit lang din yung kapital nila. Okay, so again, nagtutulong-tulong yung iba't ibang organizations at iba't ibang institutions para mabigyan ng credit support itong mga BAMBIs. To minimize the risk in lending to the BMBEs, the SBGFC, and the Kedan and Rural Credit Guarantee Corporation under the Department of Agriculture, in case of agribusiness activity, shall set up a special guarantee window to provide the necessary credit guarantee. Kung maaalala nyo kanina sa definition ng BAMBI, nakalagay doon na sino-sino daw ba yung BAMBI? Nakalagay doon, processing or manufacturing of products or commodities, including agro-processing. Usually kasi ang mga BAMBI, yung mga ganun yung business nila, agribusiness. Okay? So ayun, dapat daw meron ding guarantee window na meron sa Kedan Corp. Okay, the LBP, DBP, and mga financial institutions na pwedeng makatulong. Ang sabi, shall annually report to the appropriate committees of both houses of Congress on the status of the implementation of this provision. Okay, so ano na bang lagay na i-implement pa talaga na mayroong credit window sa financial institutions na to or sa mga establishments nito? Meron ba talagang binibigay na credit support sa mga BAMBIs? Okay. As to technology transfer, production, and management, training, and marketing assistance, ito naman yung nakukuhang incentive ng BAMBI. A BAMBI Development Fund shall be set up with an endowment of 300 million pesos from the PAG-4 and shall be administered by the SMED Council. So, nung pasa daw to, ang act na to, nung naumpisahan na itong Barangay Micro Business Enterprise Act, nagkaroon daw ng usapan na magkakaroon siya ng BAMBI Development Fund amounting to 300 million pesos. Saan ngayon yun gagamitin? So, gagamitin yun syempre in support of the BAMBI. The Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, DOST, University of the Philippines Institute for Small Scale Industries, Cooperative Development Authority, CTA, TESDA, and Technology and Livelihood Resource Centers may avail of the said fund for technology transfer, production, and management training and marketing assistance to BAMBI. Kasi ang BAMBI, maliit na enterprise, di ba? Wala siyang masyadong access as to training. Wala siyang masyadong access as to technology transfer. Wala siyang masyadong access to production. Wala din siyang masyadong access to marketing and promotion. Therefore, dapat matulungan sila. Kasi hindi pwedeng dahil maliit sila ay hindi na sila grow as an enterprise. That is why nandiyan yung mga binanggit na institutions at mga government units para mapalago pa itong mga BAMBI ito. The DTI, in coordination with the private sector and non-government organizations, shall explore the possibilities of linking or matching up BAMBIs with small, medium, and large enterprise, and likewise establishing incentives therefore. So, tulad nun, paano kung agro-processing yung BAMBI, yun yung kanyang business. So, maganda kung ma-match natin siya or maitatag natin siya sa mas malalaking enterprise sa kanya na pwedeng makatulong sa kanya, pwedeng kunin siya as supplier or pwedeng hindi main supplier but pwedeng isa siya sa mga pag pinagkukunan ng mga small, medium, and large enterprise na to. The DTI, in behalf of DOST, UTI, ISSI, CDA, TESTA, and TLRC shall be required to furnish the appropriate committees, again, of both houses of Congress, a yearly report. Siyempre, titinan, may kinapuntahan ba yung usapan na tutulungan ng DTI itong mga BAMBI na to? Usually, nakikita nyo yun, di ba si DTI may mga trade fair? Tapos makikita nyo sa trade fair yung mga parang hindi mo naman kilala na business. Pero ay, meron pala silang ganito. That's usually agricultural products yung binibenta. Like for example, yung mga mga mushroom chips, ganyan. Makikita mo na, ay, meron palang micro business na ganito yung kanyang barangay micro business enterprise na ganito yung kanyang product na tinutulungan ni DTI sa pamamagitan ng pag-i-endorse sa kanya through trade fair. Okay, trade and investment promotion. The data gathered from business negotiations shall be made accessible to and shall be utilized by private sector organizations and NGO for purposes of business matching. So tulad ng sabi natin kanina, maganda kung maimamatch natin itong mga BAMBI na to sa mga mas malalaking company na pwede din silang pwede nilang makuha itong mga BAMBI na to as supplier or kung ano man yung pwede maging purpose. At sa pamamagitan na mapopromote din natin itong mga BAMBI na to. Information dissemination. The Philippine Information Agency, in coordination with DOLE, TILG, and DTI, shall ensure the proper and adequate information dissemination of the contents and benefits of this act to the general public. Okay, so dapat daw malaman natin ano ang BAMBI, di ba? Kaya nga dinidiscuss natin dito, ano ang benefit ng BAMBI, yan, yung mga yan, Kaya, kasi, kailangan magkaroon tayo ng full knowledge kung tayo man yung magre-register ng BAMBI or kung meron man tayo mga nakikita na ibang entity na, pwede pala silang BAMBI. Okay, as to penalty, any person who shall willfully violate any provision of this act shall in any manner commit any act to defeat any provision of this act, upon conviction will be punished by a fine of not less than 25,000 pesos but not more than 50,000 pesos and suffer imprisonment of not less than 6 months but not more than 2 years. Ano ba pwedeng nangyari dyan? Yung ask naman pala mas malaki sa 3 million pero dineclare mo ko mas mababa sa 3 million para maka-avail ka ng BAMBI. Ayan, pwede ka nagkaroon ng penalty dyan. In case of non-compliance, the BSP shall impose administrative sanctions and other penalties of the concerned government financial institution. So ito naman, si BSP naman magbibigay ng sanction sa mga government financial institutions na hindi na kasunod sa mga pinag-usapan kanina sa credit delivery na may nakadesignated window, including to fine of not less than 500,000 pesos. And that's it for Barangay Micro Business Enterprise. Thank you for watching. See you on our next lesson and stay safe.